Right, I didn't delete the other videos that I had. I've been trying to like make videos on my other channel to clear space off of my phone, but I'm like that person that takes like 30 pictures of one thing and then I don't delete it, and then it just like ended up piling up on my phone, and I still haven't deleted it because I like go through them one by one to see if I want to keep them. That's my problem. But as I was saying, the Six of Wands with the Five of Wands. Okay, so sticks with the Four of Wands. It's interesting. I'm going back to Four of Wands too, and they all kind of cluster together, I feel like, with the 4, 5, and 6, although you're going to 5 towards the end. And this could be practice, or practice is good if you're trying to incorporate something new into your routine, or maybe you're taking a new type of, it can be medicine too. It's almost like the trial and error type of stage. And with sticks, it can link to like talking sticks too, although this is wands, but sometimes in different decks, depending on what it is, it switches the element for the wands with the swords. So I'll read that interchangeably, and even with the wands there's an instrument there, so I feel like it can also link to that type of energy too. So with the talking stick, the concept is, in general, that when you have the stick, then it's your turn to talk, and it is about giving that respect. And as I was talking about, when being like going to those sacred places or going to the church and you're giving that type of reverence, it's like you give an answer or you say something and then you give time to get the response back. Sometimes it doesn't happen overnight, and sometimes it can be like the most subtle things, maybe like a butterfly or something that is quaint or something that's really tender to you. I'm gonna try to quickly get through this because I don't know when it's gonna run out of battery, or run out of storage again. So if it does this time, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say with the Chariot and the Devil, being a little like, when I feel like with the Devil holding that, it almost looks like a comet, and comets aren't common. And to be honest, it kind of reminds me of like when like the war first started, and it's like, well, damn, it was kind of contradicting because like you didn't think it would happen, but you did think it would happen because of, well, the person, and you didn't think it would happen, but you did think it would happen, but you're hoping it wouldn't happen. It's kind of like one of those situations. And there's the stick again. It kind of feels like with the Chariot and the Devil card, there's a lot of signs in this reading, I feel. And it's almost like, I don't know what the sport is called. I think like it's javelin maybe, but I don't think that's the concept of it. But it feels like it's almost like you're trying to catch that comet. Or like catch the star. There's something about like catching something, or catching something that seems to be rare, or even like the golden snitch, or seeing something, or catching a glimpse of like maybe almost like a once in a lifetime thing where you see like the stars in the sky, and it's kind of capturing this. And it can be a play on words too. It can be capturing certain moments, and that might be important. I feel like it's important for the Six of Wands too. It almost, again, brings clarity to what's happening, because it's almost as if it's like living evidence. And I don't know if I watched too many things, but my earrings just fell. Oh my god, that's like fighting, because like my hoop just dropped when you take out your earrings to fight. But or like finding a clover. There's something like that's a rarity in this case, and trying to be almost discreet about it too, because the Seven of Swords came up, but I didn't pull the card. Oh, but as I was saying, like, you know, when shows like don't kill off a person, or like, I don't know, in general, I don't know if this is real life, but when you don't kill off a person or thing because you need it for evidence, or you need it to follow through to help with like whatever it's doing, or you literally can't kill that person because that's like against something, like it's against the code or something. So the obstacle is the Temperance card, but it's okay. Temperance is also linked to Sagittarius, which is also, I think it's interesting because it is one of those battling signs, and and Sagittarius also has like the bow and arrow in hand, so like one of those, like a stick object, and I feel like it is about conquering Sagittarius season with that. I feel that if Sagittarius can, and if it's in one of those moods, I feel like you could read it as maybe upright or reversed in like tarot, of if Sagittarius does take the opportunity, it will, and sometimes the results can be brutal, and it is fire energy, and sometimes, like, well, at least with Sagittarius, you're able to focus what you're doing, and there is the method to the madness. But since that's in the obstacle, and I was linking that also to like the Holy Spirit energy, because that's like the being that I was getting when I was first doing the channeled messages for the Ukrainian readings. So, as I was saying, how to overcome the obstacle is the 9 and 10 of Swords. You also have the Knight of Swords too. And the Knight of Swords, honestly, it looks like there's some fuckery that comes through this mind. As if you have thoughts that go everywhere, and somehow it just makes sense. And it does feel like it's connecting those dots in some way. Like, those lines in the back kind of remind me of like those crime parts of the show where they're doing the thing where they're like connecting one picture to the other picture to the other picture. And with the cigarette there, it just seems like it's only a matter of time before something's gonna go, or like before the lion pounces type of energy. And I think this is more like in a fighting way. I don't feel like it's like in another way. And with the 10 of Swords having like the Matenka face, it seems like it's energy that flows in and out of a vessel. So I feel like with the 10 of Swords, even though there's one being on here, I feel like it's almost like, again with another stick analogy, or, you know, when you're in a race and like one person gives you the baton and then the other person gets it like once you reach like certain points of it. That's kind of how it feels. And there was also a vision that I was getting a couple days ago, but it's been a couple days, so I don't know, of like almost like an underground operation that people are kind of doing things, and it was like a group of people, and they had some type of thing that they were trying to accomplish, but again, it was like underground. It was kind of like a secrecy, or like a guild type of energy. So you have the past as the Hanged Man. So it seems like that time and place is no more, and it feels like things haven't ended, because in the future you have the 6 of Cups there, and the 6 of Cups can link to the past too. So with the coulda, woulda, shoulda type of situation, I feel like things haven't been compromised enough for things to end. So this kind of feels like with the Five of Swords in Annihilation type of energy. And as I was seeing that, I see on the dashboard it says like as of 5 minutes ago. I don't know, it's like one of those things that show up at I had to clean my car, so I'm not gonna put my phone there, but again with the group energy and like passing on the baton, and it almost feels like it can be a sacred thing in some way too, where if one passes then the other one gets that opportunity to do it, and it's not in vain. Not saying that they have to physically pass, but it does seem like there's responsibility that does seem to go in different places, and it does travel in some way, and it can be travel a little bit. Doesn't completely connect with the Five of Swords, but I am getting like a traveling type of energy, at least with like information, or like gilding type of information where you find out things. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.